Hey, everybody. Welcome to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, the show about anything and everything because it's our show. I'm here with the usual suspects. Juan.
Hey.
Oh, hey, buddy. you alive over there?
No, I am now.
Thanks, man. Thank you for being part of the show.
I was taking an accidental nap.
Oh, okay. This guy.
Always missing his cue.
Oh, man. And Jay. I'm here with Jay, too.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, look at that, Juan. That's how you do it. And I'm Sean, and this is our theme music. Thanks, man. Thanks. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, Season 8, Episode 8. As a reminder, you can catch up with us on our website, INCYCSHOW.com. We're also on all the socials. You can email us at INCYCSHOW.com at INCYCSHOW@gmail.com. And if you haven't already, please take time to rate and review us on iTunes because it helps us find more people like you. Gentlemen, welcome to today's show. There's been lots of fun little things going on just in the world all over the place. And I don't know how closely you guys have been following all this stuff, but
Oh, like what, Sean?
Oh, like what? So the couple of things, and maybe it's just me because I'm a bit of a tech nerd and a social media nerd. So are you guys following the Twitter versus Threads kind of like thing that's going on right now?
Threads is the new thing on Instagram, right?
It's the new like Twitter wannabe that requires an Instagram account in order to join.
What exactly do you do on Threads?
The same thing you would do on Twitter, except on Threads. That's basically it.
And it's ran by a different crazy guy, right?
It is ran by a crazy guy we already gave our information to. His name is Mark Zuckerberg. He owns a company called Meta.
It's just that everybody posts little like witticisms or like random thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is exactly like Twitter. So, people are posting news stories. They have comics. They're posting little pieces of their comics. The thing that makes it very interesting is because Twitter is on the downfall. People they believe Elon Musk ran into the ground trying to do his best to monetize Twitter, and now he's trying to get out. But Twitter that he bought with a loan for like $44 billion, it now is only worth a quarter of that. So, what's he going to do? I don't know how he's going to front that cash. You know what I mean? The other thing is that it's basically a straight up clone of what Twitter used to be when it first released. I don't know. Are you guys on Twitter? Very active on Twitter? I think I talked about this earlier.
I have an account. I don't use it.
In the infancy of Twitter, Threads is literally what Twitter used to look like. It was just, lines of text. And have you guys joined Threads at all?
No.
Well, I may just do it to be part of the cool kids and not use it like Twitter.
Well, if you want to be part of the cool kids, you should set up your Be Real.
What's I have no idea what that is, but do it.
I feel like Jay is setting me up for something.
No, it's the thing. Be Real is you take two pictures and it's just two candid photos of what you're doing right then and there. But everyone poses for their Be Real, so it's not as candid.
Then it makes no sense. But yeah, so we'll see what happens because the thing is that it has like, as of writing these show notes, it has like 30 million followers, like people who have joined. Lots of celebrities are already on it because they're basically just trying to have their followers transfer from Instagram from Twitter to Instagram to Threads. So the benefit of it is that like, if you are an Instagram user, then you can already follow your Instagram folks and they can follow you back super easily. If you are Like, so if you're a celebrity, you basically have another place to monetize. It has no monetization as of right now, has no linking features. It has no real search feature, no hashtag features and anything like that. It is literally just a space where you can just post arbitrary random stuff that people can comment on. It is like baby Reddit.
So that's great. Because now we can join Threads.
So,
yeah. Well, I've joined Threads already. So has the show. And we have several posts, you know, but yeah. So it's just funny to see because it's like everyone's just what it really says to me is that like all these influencers are looking for places just to influence people. You know, they don't really care what it is. They just want to go to the new thing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this essentially what it was when Facebook first came out? Because remember, Facebook didn't have all the flashy shit as MySpace did, and everybody went gaga over Facebook about, oh, this is cool. It's just simple. It's like MySpace for adults. So is Threads like Twitter for adults?
Well, nobody wants to pay for the
blue check
Twitter
mark.
Services.
Yeah. Yeah, it's here's the thing, man. People are looking at this. So first of all, there's a cage match happening between Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk. That's like,
is that really happening? I thought they had some issues with like the weight classes and shit like that.
Sure, I'm sure it's gonna maybe for some kind of TV. But the thing is, Juan, is that this isn't like Twitter for adults. This is like because Twitter. What you need to understand is that Twitter for a lot of people was where they went to. That's where people got their memes from, where they got their news from. If it wasn't trending, if it's trending on Twitter, that was a big deal, you know? So Threads is really coming after a space where Elon Musk has taken Twitter and made it into a thing that nobody really wants to be a part of anymore, but has no other place to go. So they say, hey guys, come over here. I got a thing that looks like this.
Hey, isn't Musk busy with fucking the metaverse, or is that project gone to shit already?
What do you mean? Elon Musk or Zuckerberg?
Sorry, Zuckerberg. My bad. Both crazy.
Well, go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I think he sees an opportunity to kind of like bank on something that's already popular, and it doesn't take much to kind of, you know, implement it. So, you know, why not?
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is that like the feature set that Threads has launched with is very, very basic, and no one's really asking for more because they just assume they'll be adding features as time goes on. So the real question is how long will this goodwill last for Threads versus Twitter, and will Twitter make a comeback at some point? Because it's basically, you know, lots of things have APIs that work for Twitter. Nothing has APIs that works for Threads at the moment.
Two things. What's APIs? Don't say something stupid. Don't say something stupid, motherfucker. Don't say something stupid.
APIs are the way that different programs interface with the thing. So it's how it calls data and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly what it means, but that's essentially what it does.
Okay, and I'm not defending Elon Musk because he's done his own fucking up of shit. But wasn't Twitter already going downhill before he took it over? He essentially just pushed it into the grave a little bit faster. But
no, Twitter wasn't necessarily in the grave. There was just lots of things like with any platform with a lot of people on it, which is why Reddit is so beloved, because it's a platform with a lot of people where the people in and of itself are able to moderate their own little communities. And so Twitter had become like large like that, but there wasn't really the people who were moderating were the people at Twitter, and they weren't doing a very good job. So there's lots of misinformation and lots of stuff that was going on there that like they just didn't really have a good handle on. Elon Musk, kind of seeing the user base, said, I think I can monetize this and make it profitable. So borrowed a bunch of money, and it made things worse as opposed to making it better. So with that said, you know, I found a fun little TikTok video that I thought was hilarious about the way Threads is. And I'll leave it in the show notes for people to watch. Speaking of TikTok, and this story is actually from TMZ, but I saw it on TikTok. But did you guys see this video? This lady going absolutely fucking crazy on a plane, saying that this guy is not a real human being.
Yeah, it's like an alien or something. She thought it was an alien or something.
Lizard person.
Yeah. Now, lots of reports are just saying this lady was really, really fucking drunk. And of course, as the internet does, they were like, oh, I was on the plane. I saw what happened. The guy just had a hoodie. I don't know. That lady's crazy. But like, this lady.
There was people that came out with more crazier stories. And I think you and I had a thing off air and said, so who was really on the plane and who wasn't?
Well, the plane is full of people, and I'm sure more people started recording. But the thing is, this lady saying this guy isn't real. He's a guy sitting there on the plane full of other people. So, I mean, how the real question, my question here is that here's a 40-second video of a lady going, this motherfucker's not real. I'm telling you, I'm not sitting next to him. How much of this is just like, how much of this story is just blown up out of proportion to detract from something else going on in the world versus there really being some form of lizard? Listen, you understand how ridiculous this is, Juan? There's a story that has been bought by TMZ about a guy who doesn't exist on a plane full of people who otherwise haven't said anything else. Like, why is this news? Why is it even news? Why?
It didn't blow up in real news. It blew up on TikTok news and shit.
It's on TMZ, bro.
TMZ is not real fucking news, dude.
Oh, dude. Tell that to all the celebrities that told me died.
Actually, they did do just a documentary about the 4 kids that survived in the Amazon. So maybe they are real news now.
Yeah, so fuck you. But like, well, why is this? Well, why is this news? Like, why do you think there are lizard people? Do you think there are people who just don't exist? You think there are people out there altering realities? Like, what do you think's happening?
The Illuminati are the lizard people.
You think so? I'm recording this. I'm going to save that screenshot, Juan. Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I found it to be just a little ridiculous that this thing even happened. And then, like you said, there are people who are like, I was on the plane and I saw what happened. And, you know, it was me. I was in the hoodie. I don't know what the big deal is, you know. So I don't know. Like, why is it news? Why is this important?
I don't know. I mean, it's just people need something to talk about after, you know, like the Titan, you know, they just need to have something. Yeah,
I guess. But I don't know. I looked at it and I was like, this is a little ridiculous. Don't know why it exists, but it's here. We're here now.
Why don't you just believe, Sean?
Well, because okay. Here is why. Are you ready for this? Because it doesn't make any fucking sense. This lady gets up off of a plane. She sounds like she is either really freaked out or really drunk. Don't know. But she's like, this guy doesn't exist. It's impossible for a person to be on a plane that doesn't exist because they account for all the people who are on the plane. It's part of the ticket. It's part of the fuel setup. There's so much planning that goes into getting a plane in the air for her to be like, this guy doesn't exist. And for no one else to be like freaked out. Like, she's the only one freaking out. You know what I mean? If you watch that video, they're watching her. No one's really looking back at the seat of a guy in the hoodie. You know what I mean? Like usually, and you guys know this, whenever shit is happening, the ruckus is always pointed at the thing that's causing the problem. It's never pointed at the thing that's not causing the problem. So that lady was just the problem. That's why I don't believe. You know what else it also contributes to people not reacting to this shit is that everything that has ever happened, you can find it. You know, like you can look at it. So like she just comes off as a crazy person. As opposed to if she were telling the truth, like that would be some shit, you know? Yeah, yeah. So then again, TMZ looks like they believe she's telling some form of the truth about this guy being super weird because they bought the story. You know what I mean? They bought this story. Like, why would they waste money on this random ass video? You know what I mean? Because TMZ is the video equivalent of the Inquirer. Like they love those types of stories. They love those ridiculous types of fantastical stories. Is the Inquirer still around? I have no idea, man. I don't think so. They should be. They gave us Bat Boy. Bat Boy. They gave us a lot of UFO sightings. Yeah. My grandma used to love the Inquirer. She would always buy a copy and wear in the market. Dude, that was the best read while waiting in line to pay. Never bought an issue.
just thumbed through it, and I always felt guilty because I would see the entire fucking magazine while I'm waiting for the cashier to bring us up, and I looked through the entire thing. Shit.
Yeah.
In fact, I would like to say it was still around like back in 2016.
I don't know. I mean, I'm surprised magazines still exist, like physically.
I don't. Yeah, it's been a while since I haven't. Next time I go to the market, I'll look for an Inquirer magazine. But
I'll
I'm
just
like,
Google it right now, motherfucker.
Okay, thanks, Jarvis. But anyway, in other news, all right, so this is actually pretty fresh off the presses. Fresh off the press. Are you guys? Did you guys see this Deadpool Wolverine yellow suit? Like,
yeah, it looks dope.
Holy shit! The National Enquirer is still around.
Thanks, Jarvis. Now that we've moved on, yeah, man, I'm, saw a video earlier today. The guy's like, hey, I thought we were okay. I thought we could move on after Logan, but after I saw Hugh Jackman in this yellow suit, no one else can play Wolverine until he dies. He's honestly,
like, yeah.
Everybody jizzed a little when they saw him in the yellow suit, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome that it's happening, and even Deadpool suit's a little more red, than it normally would be. And I'm just surprised. I'm surprised they showed this thing, because that's like a really cool thing that would have been cool to see in the movie.
Well, I think it was the hooker, man. It was like what's going to drive people to really want to see it. I saw some pictures of comparing the different Wolverines to the suits or the costumes he's worn in the movies. So they had him in the tank top side by side with the comic, the experiment fucking helmet. I dig it.
You're talking about the Unreal post-credit scene that happened for the Wolverine, where they had the brown and like
no.
I'm
talking about somebody posted on Facebook like the different comic drawings, and then Hugh Jackman matching that similar drawing.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I really want to see the helmet, like the cowl. That's the part I want to see.
Yeah.
Because if I'm being honest with you, I don't feel like it needs it, but I feel like there's a take with it on.
I feel like the cowl or the mask makes it look sort of ridiculous, but if you see Hugh Jackman's face in the yellow Wolverine outfit,
you're expecting
it's cool. No, it's cool, but I don't think I want to see him with the mask.
So I have the $1 million question. Do you think it was he always was going to play this role, and the whole banter of Ryan and Reynolds and Hugh Jackman going back and forth, and him saying, no, I'm not going to play him, was just to get us really suckered into it? And now that we know he's coming back as Wolverine in this movie, everybody's like jizzing and eager to buy the ticket and go watch it? Or do you think he really didn't intend to play him, and Ryan Reynolds somehow convinced him?
Yeah, I think that all of it.
Yeah, I think it's a little column A, a little column B. I think, because Hugh Jackman is a well-versed actor. He's done musicals, he's done action movies, he's done dramas, he's done all kinds of things at varying levels of success. But Wolverine is one of those things that, like, whether he wants to be known for it or not, yeah, he can do all the Les Miserables he wants, but, like, he's still going to be fucking Wolverine, Yeah,
I mean, Patrick Stewart is known for two things.
Picard,
Jean-Luc Picard, and Professor X.
Yeah, I don't know if he's done anything else, if I'm being honest.
Didn't he do The Green Room? Was that him?
Sure. Don't even know what that is. Yeah, so I think the Deadpool suit looks really cool. I expect the Deadpool 3 movie to be just as entertaining as the last two. Ryan, it's funny that they're actually still in production because because of the writer's strike, and I think, if I was understanding correctly, they basically said, like, they basically said that
they can shoot it, but Ryan Reynolds cannot be credited as a writer.
yeah,
No,
something like,
he can't ad lib.
yeah, he
They
can't
won't
have
let
it.
him ad lib because that's considered writing.
Oh,
Yeah. So he has to he has to go on. I wonder if that's going to detract from the movie. Like if after the strike's over, they're going to go back and reshoot stuff.
No,
Or-
they're gonna do voiceover.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
That makes
So-
more sense.
I mean, I saw a video where they said it's really easy for him to do the.
Yeah, well, he's wearing a mask, so he
Yeah.
can say whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah, and then some old news
Wait.
after.
if he can't ad lib, does that mean he's a member of the Writers Guild?
I would assume so.
What?
If he can't ad lib because it's considered writing, does that mean he's a member of the Writers Guild?
I don't know. If he ad libs, I think he gets credited as a writer.
Yeah, but writers are on strike right now.
Okay, I'm just confused because I think that's bullshit. Never mind.
Well, they would have to pay him as a writer if he ad libbed.
Well, I think for the other two movies, he was credited as one of the writers, wasn't he? Is that why he was credited?
I'm guessing, yeah.
I think he might have had something to do with the script, and then he ad libbed some more, so he was already kind of being paid as a writer. But in this scenario, Juan, the script was already turned in. The shooting script was turned in, and now they're going to go that you can't deviate from this because if you do, then we have to pay you to write as a writer. That means they're on strike, and we got to shut down production, which we can't do if you want to get this movie made.
I think they're going to have a lot of reshoots once the strike is over.
I mean, it's
Well,
ADR.
That's what.
Yeah, they'll just record audio.
Now, here's the thing. They're currently shooting, correct?
Yeah,
Isn't the SAG and AFTRA strike upon us as well? So
no clue.
I
only know about the writers.
I think they're upon us because the Haunted Mansion premiere got canceled or postponed because of the pending SAG strike. I'll tell you right now.
Thank you, Jarvis. So anyway, the last thing I'll talk to you guys about, because the other two things are kind of old news, and we found Titan. It imploded. The controller survived. I'll leave some links in the show notes about some commentary that Obama had that was very interesting, because I didn't know that at the same time there was a ship kind of lost at sea with some refugees on it, like 400 people, something like that.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. Which, again, what's going on in the news to redirect our attention. And then there's this really crazy fake Ron DeSantis video that Peter actually sent me that I will leave in the show notes. So when you guys are going through them for this episode, you can have some fun with some videos. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is a little app called Temu. You guys ever hear of this app called Temu?
I thought it was Temu.
Temu.
Unfortunately, yes, I have heard about it.
I haven't.
Temu is an app.
Temu.
Okay. Temu, even though it's spelled Temu. Temu. Anyway.
It's the whole Waze Wazi fucking argument.
What? What are you talking about?
When Waze first came out, people were calling it Wazi. And
I
I'm
never
like,
once called Waze Wazi.
I'm not saying you did. I said people.
I don't think anybody called it
It's
Waze.
just you.
I called it Waze, and people are like, no, it's Waze. And I'm like, no. And I thought they were trying to be funny, like Target, but no, they were serious.
Well, if you ever heard of like other apps like Wish or Geek or
AliExpress.
I will leave AliExpress out of this because AliExpress is a bulk supplier and pretty fucking reliable. It may take you a little while to get your stuff, but you'll get it. But Wish and Geek and stuff are in the line with these apps like Temu, where you're finding all these really kind of off-brand things for really cheap prices. And Temu's kind of doing the same thing. If you've never heard of Temu is this app. I think it's from China, which is another reason why, the world should be wary of it, because you never know what it really means. But the prices on some of this stuff is ridiculous. Like, you can get yourself
Cents.
for cents on the dollar. And the quality of it varies. I think if you shop at the Dollar Tree or something like that, think about like slightly better than Dollar Tree stuff.
And some of the stuff is like even like Target quality stuff. Like for Father's Day, I got some really nice shirts that I'm like, holy shit, this is like decent quality. Same thing with the kids. We got the kids a bunch of like T-shirts and onesies and shit like that. That I was surprised how good quality they are. You just have to risk getting the smaller Asian sizes and figure out the sizing correctly.
If you ever shopped at any of those apps like Wish or anything, those things have always been really like hit or miss. There's a really interesting channel on YouTube called is by this guy named Austin Evan who just buys a bunch of shit on Wish to see what he gets because it's never accurate. You order a fork, if I can send you a spork or a fapoon, you know what I mean?
Well, Wish and Temu and all those things have magic tricks as well, and I know I've seen magicians do videos that they purchase a bunch of cheap tricks from like Wish, and they like rate them and compare them and be like, "This only cost me $2, whereas if I would have bought this one, it would have cost me $60." And some of the stuff is actually good quality.
Yeah. And so anyway, they're offering you a bunch of stuff at a loss because they're just trying to gain market share. So if you've never done it before, it's worth checking out. I was curious if you guys have heard of it. I've heard of it. It's an active thing. Little orange package shows up at my house like probably every other fucking day.
Who the fuck delivers it? It's not USPS. It's not UPS. It's not FedEx. Who the fuck delivers it?
It's a guy named Chuck.
Hey, Temu here. They have a bunch of different shop drop delivery services. One is like laser ship that I've seen only rarely. Some of them are DHL or some of the cheaper ones that like just kind of hire anybody, some guy named Chuck to just deliver your stuff.
And the thing is, they have like U.S. warehouses, right? Because some of the shit gets delivered rather quickly. It's not coming overseas.
I think some of that stuff is coming overseas. Because for example, I just bought a Korean version of Tears of the Kingdom because it was $20.
What's Breath of the Kingdom?
No, Tears of the Kingdom. Right? So it's $20 version of this.
You bought an import?
Yeah.
Does it play on your gaming system?
I'm sure it has an English setting. So I was just playing the exact same game, but from Korea for $20. So
is it a pirated version? Like, do you feel guilty buying it?
it's different countries have the same game. It's just in their region. Like DVDs and Blu-rays, they have the same movies.
They had different regions. I get that.
They have region locks for some stuff, but the Switch is not region locked. I don't know if you guys know that, but so I can get this game for $20 and not have to pay the absorbent price of like $70, $80 for it.
I feel like it might be a pirated version because I used to buy like cheap video games in Mexico, and
so why are my Power Morphers not Power Rangers? This is legit. So I'm still waiting for it to get here. So it's supposed to get here by tomorrow. So if you'll be the first person I call.
Well, I was at your house last Friday, and it was like 9 o'clock, and you suddenly got a fucking package from Temu delivered, and I'm like,
yeah.
It's way past the delivery times.
It is. Some guy named Chuck, man. But anyway, so this app is fighting for market share, and their strategy is just as aggressive as like Amazon, because that brown box with blue tape or black tape with like blue highlights, everyone knows what the fuck that is, And so I think they're just kind of fighting for market share, and then the prices will go up.
But then they also do like smart things. They do games, and you can earn like fucking real money for the stupid games that you play.
Yeah, but that's all. I mean, you earn the money by asking your friends to join and annoying your friends that have joined already.
Yes, yes, I'm very much aware.
Yeah, so part of their strategy of those games are to key into that brainless addiction Farmville part of everybody's brain. So I need more coins. So you got to do a thing.
Yeah, like my wife was excited that she got $20 deposited through PayPal from Temu.
Well, she got paid for doing a job. That's what happened.
It's true. But anyway, Jay, if you haven't done it, you should check it out. It is, you can find lots of random, useful, pragmatic things for the home. For example, have an air fryer. I now have air fryer liners. One less.
That's great, Sean.
I know, it's great. They were 45 cents or some shit like that. I had to wait.
You can get backpacks for like $1.
Yeah. So anyway, I was just curious. So yeah, if you guys are listening, download Temu. I have no dog in the race. If you do, I just think it's interesting, and China's taken over the world.
If you do download it, let Sean know so he can annoy you with fucking requests.
Why don't you buy a bunch of shit in bulk for like $60 and then start your own swap meet?
So that's what AliExpress is for. So that's why I'm like, AliExpress is a little bit different, because you can buy like a bunch of like phone cases, 100 pack of phone cases for, $50 and resell them, but hey. Anywho, the last two things that I want to talk to you guys about today is that having a conversation at work the other day, and I want to talk to you guys about it because it was about the existence of pretty privilege, meaning that the beautiful people are just treated better in the world, because we're talking about the movie Across the Spider-Verse. And one of my female coworkers had gone to the theater, and they had given her like all these posters, and they're like, there are posters to give out for this movie. Like, I don't know, they just were giving me posters. I'm like, well, they didn't give me a goddamn thing when I went to go see the movie. And there's another girl in the room, and she goes, I didn't get anything either. How'd you get the poster? I don't know, they just gave it to me. And then one of the other guys stands up and goes, well, it must be nice to be a woman in America, just go around getting free shit. Which then brought the conversation of whether pretty privilege exists. If you're just able to walk in places and you get treated differently because people think you're pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an absolute thing.
Do you guys ever think like you've lost a job to someone because
I've always had a hard time being pretty and surviving.
What did you say, Sean?
Thanks. Yeah, you guys ever think you lost out on anything, like a job or like an opportunity for something because like the person that they hired or picked for was just prettier?
Yeah. It happens all the time, dude.
It's yeah, it just sucks.
It's not necessarily pretty, but like I definitely felt like when I was heavier, I was seen differently than when I lost the weight. And it's not the exact same thing as pretty privilege. But yeah, I definitely saw it. And then I've always felt that if I went to a place with an individual that was good looking, they got treated differently or got more attention than me.
Of course,
because they were trying to get in their pants.
I mean, not necessarily. I think just people, they just like really attractive people. I mean, that's just their nature. They like a really pretty and attractive people attract. That's what they do, And they may not have the best personalities, but they're pleasing. They're pleasing to the eyes, and then they get treated better because
And I think subconsciously we've kind of known that in society. I mean, how many people have you even said this as a joke when they're like, say something stupid as hell or do something stupid as fuck, and you go, God, you're lucky, you're pretty. You'll marry somebody rich and famous.
Seems a little misogynistic, but
yeah, I don't think I've ever said that to anybody. Juan,
why is it misogynistic? I've said that to men, and I've said that to females.
Well, then you're just insensitive.
Yes,
asshole.
Because they have done stupid things. But then I go, hey, you're lucky that you're good looking.
Yeah, but I mean, like pretty people will get like that, those types of privileges. But as far as like them as a character and their personality, like some people just they're just pretty and that's it.
Yeah, there's nothing more to them than what's on the surface.
Yeah, because like pretty people don't have to learn to have a personality or like talk to people or have a conversation. They just attract by just being, and everyone else who don't have that type of beauty, they have to learn to sell themselves. They have to learn to sell themselves as far as like people, and that takes skill, which for like pretty people, they don't have that skill.
Playing the game on hard mode, man. Yeah, Juan, how many traffic tickets have you gotten out of?
Maybe like 2 or 3.
Oh, man, I've never gotten out of one.
Because
I get every traffic ticket. Every traffic ticket. Hey, you're speeding over here.
Something else, man. It may not be.
What else could it be, Juan? I mean,
your personality, motherfucker. Maybe you look like a thug when they pull up on you. But no, I've gotten pulled over maybe once or twice and played the funny, charming, and I've gotten off with a warning twice. But I've gotten more fucking tickets than gotten.
Yeah, but you had to use some sort of skill.
Oh,
like
I didn't
sat there.
I didn't go, hey, I'm cute.
Yeah, if you just sat there and try to look pretty, you think you'd get out of that ticket?
No.
Yeah, dude. The other one, the other version of pretty privilege is like people who weren't considered attractive at first, but then suddenly blossomed into this like Lothario all of a sudden, and the first person that comes to mind is like Chris Pratt, right? He was like the pudgy, stocky little like best friend guy, and then he got ripped for Guardians of the Galaxy, and everyone's trying to fucking bang his brains out, and
he became the next action hero.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you watch like Parks and Recs and you see his character as Andy, like you already see him as charming, but then like he lost all that weight for Guardians, and you're like, oh shit,
like,
like.
Not only is he charming, Juan, this reminds me of a conversation you had, and you probably won't admit to it on the air, but, he, maybe Jay, you remember this, but we were hanging out once, and Juan had just seen like Wolf of Wall Street. I still haven't seen this movie, but he was hyper focused on Jonah Hill's dick in this movie because he's like, he was beating his dick.
There's frontal nudity and...
Oh, yeah, now you're trying to act like you don't.
No, I can't remember the fucking movie, man.
But Juan goes, no, fuck that guy. He can't have a huge dick and a hot girlfriend. And I'm like, Juan, why are you so fucking fat?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
He was livid. He was livid.
He's like, is that a prosthetic? It's like, bro, I don't fucking know. I haven't seen this movie, but why do you care?
I need to see this movie again. I don't remember that. I generally don't remember that. I'm not going to lie. It does sound like something stupid, I would say. But hey, like, you know what? Karma comes back around. Jonah Hill's in the news right now for being an asshole.
Oh yeah, that's also true. Yeah, but anywho, yeah, and then
so he can go fuck himself with his big dick now, asshole.
Still upset about it, aren't you?
Yeah, he's trying to play it cool for us here, but he's still salty.
I generally don't remember, but knowing how stupid I am, it does sound like something I would say.
But that's the other thing. Like, even people who, there's other people who maybe like didn't even lose a lot of weight. They just like kind of aged into this period of time where people just started to take them as like really good looking, and speaking of Jonah Hill, like Seth Rogen's another person who like, people are like swooning over because he got a little older, his beard's a little grayer, and like he thinned out just a little bit. And now he's like hot guy Seth Rogen. So do you think that pretty privilege is so subjective that like it really doesn't know? It doesn't really matter. Like it exists. It's out there. But do you think that like Seth Rogen was getting out of traffic tickets before he did like Pineapple Express?
Green Hornet.
Green Hornet was cool, man. They had a really dope fucking espresso maker in that movie.
I actually liked the Green Hornet, and he did actually slim down for that movie too.
But anyway,
I mean. They're for as far as like guys, it's the same with like women, there's some pretty guys that don't have any personalities, but there are some guys that have a good personality, but then they change over time and they age well, and their personality, well, their physical attractiveness just adds to their already amazing personality,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want some free shit when I go places. It's not gonna happen, but I want some free shit.
Maybe you should fix your personality.
No. I'm gonna get a bunch of plastic surgery. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, what are you gonna start with?
I'm gonna start with my ass. I'm gonna start with my ass, and then I'm gonna work on my cheekbones. That's what I'm gonna do next. I have a plan.
Dude, if you had like well-defined cheekbones, you'd be like so hot.
Thank you. That's what I think too. That's all that's missing, and then I'll be fine. Juan, don't you think so? Or you don't feel comfortable saying it's okay? I won't pressure you, but just so you know, I'm judging you for not having a comment.
I think you're perfect just the way you are, but
hey, don't give me that bullshit, bro. I didn't get a free poster when I went to go see Spider-Verse. Fuck you.
Hey, speaking of people that are pretty with no personality, how's our number one listener, Herbert?
That's not nice, dude.
I'll tell you after this episode.
I miss him.
Hey, Sean.
Hey,
I have
what's
a
up,
question.
man? Yeah, what's up?
If you really had to change one physical thing about you, what would you change?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm fat, so maybe I'd just be less fat. I don't know.
Fuck you.
What about you, Juan?
One, all my loose skin.
Your Zoidberg.
Fuck you.
Zoidberg without the shell. It's okay, buddy. How about you, Jay?
Or my man boobs, because even when I lost the weight, I still have man boobs, and I'm so.
Well, I mean,
about
you
that.
you can do some like exercises to
I don't want to
build
bulk
chest.
up. I don't want to bulk up, dude. I just.
You're not going to bulk up. You're going to just.
Well, how about you, Jay? What would you change?
His height.
No, I'm fine with my height. I'd probably change my nose.
Really?
Yeah.
I agree.
Wow. Well, Juan, you know what I would change on you? You know what I change on you, Juan?
Whoa! This is not the way we play
Everything
the
from
game.
the neck up, Juan. I hate it. I hate your entire head. I want it to go away.
That was hurtful.
Hey, laser lips.
Well, Juan, I mean, you can also tell me what you would change on me, Juan. What would you change?
Nothing. I'm kind of hurt right now. Your fucking personality. You're a dick.
Thanks, man. No. That's that came factory, bro. You can't change that. Anywho, and then the other part of it, the other part of it was that, like, what was the difference between a normal guy and a creepy guy? So the second part of the conversation, which then I found this video that was determining that, like, if I'm a guy and I go out into the world and I hit on a girl, the difference between me being creepy and me being cool, like them being cool with it, is my level of attractiveness, right? It's like. It's like, hey, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? That's offensive, right? Unless I'm beautiful.
Okay, can you try doing something without stealing it from Jay and Silent Bob?
Sure, but I think that punctuates what I was trying to get at, Juan. Do you have a better thing you would say?
Well, I don't think that's a great example because, like, if someone were really attractive and they said those exact words, I don't think they'd come off as charming. They'd come off as creepy.
No, depending how they said it, I could see somebody going, you're so funny. Yeah.
How would you need, Juan, can you explain to me how you would need to say, hey, baby, you ever had your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? How would you need to say that in order to make it not creepy?
I don't know. No matter how I say it, it would come off as creepy. And let's face it, half the shit I say comes off as creepy or fucking inappropriate. Let's face it.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Let's face it.
we know.
I'm fucking lucky. I got married, man. Shit.
We are aware. Thank you.
So honestly, I what is wrong with my wife? I mean, she saw past the fucking crudeness and vulgarity that I am, and somehow she loves something inside of me. So fuck you.
She may have a mental disability or something.
No, fuck you, dude. Fuck you, you insulting motherfucker. This is why you're gonna die alone, you motherfucker.
You were the one that said you might have a problem liking you.
I'm just trying to justify the fact that you know what?
Juan, you did this to yourself. You did it. You
can eat shit, Sean. You can eat shit.
Juan, I would like you to
I don't understand why I've been friends with you two motherfuckers for so long. You guys are
Juan, obviously you're the creepy guy. You're the creepy guy. Anyway, so yeah, just fine. Maybe not having people licking assholes from a fat man in an overcoat, but I mean, like, just being able to approach women in general. The difference between whether you're creepy or it's okay is your level of attractiveness.
I don't think it's your level of attractiveness. I think it's your level of confidence.
I mean,
You know, I can
you can be a
agree,
really confident, creepy person.
No. Because with a certain level of confidence comes a level of charming. So there could be like not fully attractive people, but not like Quasimodo looking motherfuckers that can say shit like that and come off as charming and confident. Like yesterday, I was watching a video that came up on my Facebook feed of this guy, and by model standards, he's no fucking top model. He went up to like a host stand and said, "Hey, just essentially hit on her by saying, I would like to make a reservation for two. Oh, what time?" And he's like, "I don't know. What time do you get off?" And like the girl was like swooning over him and shit like that. And I'm like, hey, that was like stupid. But the confidence that he said it and the way he approached her, I was like, shit, pick me up at 3.
Wait, do you want to fuck the guy now? Hold on here.
That's how good he was.
He was like, I think I want to fuck this guy now.
Oh, my pants are wet now.
It's like, my vagina's crying for you.
That's my secret, Cat. My vagina's always crying.
But, well, I mean, okay, so I think there's something to be said, but I think that stuff right there, you know, it's like people going up and using all these pickup lines to woo people. You know, I think that we could kind of run the gamut and talk about it, but like, yeah, a little bit of confidence, because there's, you know, some women who may believe, or some people who may believe, oh, with enough confidence, I'll be able to pick up this person. And some people may believe that no one's ever going to talk to them that way. So maybe with a little confidence, you can win a lot of things. What I'm asking is like, yeah, you got a lot of confidence, but you're Quasimodo. Is it still creepy? He could be confident as fuck, but he's still Quasimodo. You know, as Quasimodo, no matter how confident and charming he is, still going to be considered creepy.
Yes, he didn't end up with Esmeralda.
Well, I mean, he didn't have to just hit on her. He could have like,
yeah, he did. He did. The gargoyles.
Yeah,
but dick, dude, what an asshole.
He hit on Whoopi Goldberg and Jason Alexander.
If Quasimodo had expanded his like targets for like trying to hit on women and not just focus on Esmeralda, that's what makes him creepy. Is he just focused on one person?
It's just like, one day Esmeralda, that's it. Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But the difference between a creepy guy, maybe it is confidence. Maybe it's confidence, or maybe it's level of attractiveness. I feel like it has to be a combination of the two. Maybe there's some confidence in there. Maybe there's some charisma and some personality stuff.
Well, I mean, it's easier for someone who's really good looking to just, you know, approach someone without the fear of like rejection.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, like
but they get rejected too, right?
They do. I mean, but because some of them don't have the skills that, you know, other people have. Like, you know, if you're not as attractive, but you have the confidence to go up to a person and just chat them up and have a conversation, then like the chances of you getting rejected are not as high.
Also true.
But if you're a really attractive guy and you go up to like a female and you're like, "Hey, I want to have sex," you know. That's probably a no.
Yeah. Fair. Juan, you know what time of the show it is? You know what time it is?
I think it's quiet because it's going to be something about his mother or your mother or somebody's mother is going to be brought up.
Well,
that's why he's quiet.
Hey, Peter. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Juan, it's time for Piz and Jizz.
Hello.
Hey, Piz, how are you doing? I think Jizz might have something occupying his mouth at the moment, which is why he failed to answer.
It was a penis.
Oh, well.
I am not going to lie. I didn't realize we started this segment. I would like to apologize.
I would have guessed otherwise, Jay.
Maybe I would text Peter and then get butthurt because he doesn't reply. Oh, wait.
Why would you say something like that, Juan? Why would you say something arbitrary and nonsensical like that?
Because was it today or yesterday we were texting, Peter?
I was texting somebody else.
No, but when were you and I texting?
Dude, I'm going to say that it gone back pretty far. It went pretty far. And then...
No, but when did you and I text? Like, when did I receive a text message from you going, Juan, ? Was it yesterday or today?
That was actually yesterday. But I was trying to text you for the longest time far back. But, May
I preface this because I don't know if it made it on the air or not. But like a month ago, you had told or made a comment about me hating you because I don't reply back. And I apologize. I go, yeah, I've sucked lately at replying. And I thought because we've been doing Messenger and Instagram Messenger here and there, I go, maybe I didn't reply to some of his comments. But then yesterday I realized you had your panties in a bunch while you were texting the wrong Juan.
No, my panties weren't in a bunch, but I was very confused. It was just funny because I would send this person like TikToks and like random Instagram videos, like those TikTok videos, but on Instagram or Reels, if you want to call it that. And I'm like, dude, it's either this guy is truly offended by what I'm sending him or he just doesn't like me generally. So I think a month ago, I was like, hey, man, what's up? How come you don't want to text me back? And you're like, oh, dude, I just don't really text back, whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. I could take that. I know some people that don't text back, but I was laughing in my head when I finally got a reply from that person saying, hey, man, by the way, whoever you're texting, that's not me. And I said, Juan, like, it's not you. He goes, no, this is not Juan. But that TikTok that you did send was pretty funny. And I was just laughing. And I do have your real number. And I guess I was sending it to your other number. And I even text you, hey, Juan, is this your number? You're like, yeah, hey, what's up? I'm like, oh, crap. Like, I've been texting somebody else for the past 3 months.
But
3 or 4 months.
Mind you, the clue that you text him on Father's Day and you said, hey, happy Father's Day. And he replied and said, thanks, I'm not a dad, but thank you.
Yeah.
Didn't
and
give
like,
you an idea, go, hey, I'm texting the wrong fucking moron.
Well, I thought that you were just messing around, trying to like just annoy me or something. I'm like, dude, Juan, we're not on the segment. You could be a little bit, different or whatever. But I guess, he was, or you were just like full on, what's it called? Method acting. And I'm like, all right, cool, man. If you want to do this off and on, that's all good. And I just started laughing. And then when I actually found out, because the person I was texting, they're like, dude, all the videos you've been sending, I have been watching. They're hilarious. And I was like, oh, no way.
They're
pretty borderline, like stuff to try to, poke the bear Juan, like, and get him pissed off. But I'm like, dude, he must be really pissed off at my videos for not replying to me.
Well, I mean, it is Juan. He would try to fuck with you like that. Like, I don't know who those kids you're talking about. It's okay. But
I would like for him to formally apologize on the air for being pissed at me when it wasn't even my fault.
I wasn't upset with you. I just assumed that you are upset even outside the show. So I was like, I think I got him. I think we're good. I'm going to let it slide.
No, the only one that I'm upset at is Sean because he was born. Because he was born.
Juan, speaking of other nonsensical shit to be mad at, I decided because you are just, well, you know what? We'll give you a break from beating you up and making you cry from your vagina. We'll turn this segment into talking about shit that just doesn't make sense, that does not compute in your brain, Juan. How about that? Can we do that? Can we have a civil conversation about that?
What does have to be my brain? Like for a segment that you're not going to be fucking attacking, you're like, hey, well, let's talk about shit that doesn't compute in your brain. That's like a lot.
So are we? I'm going to play the music and you tell me if you want to talk about it or not.
No, I do not.
Okay, well, thanks, man.
And now it's time for It Does Not Compute with Juan Intelligence and Peter Intelligence. Piz and Jizz.
All right, so Peter Intelligence, you and I have often talked about Short Circuit. You remember that? You remember that movie?
It's an all-time classic. It doesn't get the kudos it deserves. I think they should rerun it in the movie theaters for half a year. It's the best damn movie ever.
It is pretty fucking good. It's one of my favorite sci-fi movies of all time. I think it's one of the movies that made me the nerd that I am today.
It's not sci-fi. It's real, man. Robots are real.
Robots are real. Jay, have you seen Short Circuit?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, man. When's the last time you seen it? 10 years, 15 years?
I want to say almost 20 years ago.
God damn. Juan, have you seen Short Circuit? You know who I'm referring to?
Yes, Johnny Five is alive.
Yeah. Now, here's some shit that I don't think would fly today. Did you know that movie had brown face in it? Did you know it had brown face in it?
Yeah, the guy is
Fisher
white,
Stevens.
right?
Yeah,
but his skin tone was pretty brown. It was not makeup. I think we can pass that off as, it's okay. Right?
It was also that accent that he...
Technically, he's from Milwaukee or some shit like that.
They could have gotten an Indian actor to play that. I think that's more than the character itself. I think the fact that they couldn't hire an Indian actor to play that role is more upsetting than him actually playing that role, Yeah,
well, I'm trying to think. I'm whitewashed by Hollywood because I can't think of an Indian actor right now who could have played Benjamin Javeri. That's not Hank Azaria, who just did the Apu.
Priyanka Chopra.
Oh, all those kids from Slumdog Millionaire. But in hindsight, I don't know if they're Indian or not.
Well, if that's the case, you gotta really think about it. Then, if you ever seen the movie Memoirs of a Geisha, they put a Chinese actress for a Japanese girl. So it's only okay when we do it with a bunch of Asians, or is it not okay when it's other people? Because that's kind of the situation here. It's like, okay, well, it's a Japanese role, so it has to be a Japanese person. So it's a Indian role, it has to be an Indian person. I don't want to say that Benjamin
Jabatuya.
Ben Javiri. I don't even know how to say his name.
Benjamin Jabatuya.
I don't think they're trying to make fun of Indian people exactly. It was just trying to play the role, the Indian guy coming from another country, becoming an engineer in another country. It happens.
Yeah. But I think, it's just this movie, if it were made today, would have, you know who would play this character now that I think about it? And he's not even Indian. It's Kamal Nanjiani. That's who they would get to play Benjamin Jabatuya if they remade this movie today.
No.
Kamal Nanjiani is Kengo from Eternals. He's
Why not Cal Penn?
Well,
because
Cal Penn doesn't have the
Russell Peters.
No, they don't have the star power that Kamal Nanjiani has. And,
yeah, you see how ripped he got for Eternals, bro.
and you know what? To be fair, at the time when Short Circuit came out, it was fine. Nobody complained about it until a couple years back. Till everybody had a problem with Apu.
Yeah. So,
Wait, has anybody really complained about Short Circuit or?
Actually, they have. They made him apologize, and of course, they're not gonna say in public that they forced him to apologize. But you could tell he was forced to apologize, saying, "Oh, I should have never done it. I should have known better." But nobody knew any better back then. Again, it's one of those situations where a lot of cultural differences are social cultural differences have changed in today's world, which I don't always agree with, but it's just,
it's not his fault. He just took a job, it's more the casting director's fault for not auditioning more.
He didn't have to take the job. It's not
Hey,
like they had a
you don't
fucking
know
gun
you don't know
to
how
his
behind
head.
his light bill was, bro. He was like, I need
Yeah,
this
like
job.
Fisher Stevens, he's been acting for a while, but at the time when he was doing Short Circuit, I mean, his filmography wasn't as large as it is now, you know?
Yeah,
So you're using the Mia Khalifa defense there.
Now, let's pretend that I don't know who Fisher Stevens is. What other movies would I recognize?
Well, he's
him from?
actually in Succession.
Hackers.
And
He's
which
in
one?
Succession on HBO. Well, he plays one of the CEOs. But
yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, he's been acting. He's still acting, you know? Like,
He was in a couple episodes of Friends. He was dating Phoebe for a while.
yeah, he's not canceled. He just has that face.
I think it's because
He has that face where he can play a lot of like
what kind of
like either he can play either an average Joe, or he can play an office guy, or he can play a businessman. You know, like he has that face. He can play a computer tech guy. You know, like he can play an Indian,
or he can play an Indian guy too.
Yeah. Yeah, with enough makeup, he could probably play a black guy with enough makeup. You know what
I mean, Robert Downey Jr. He had that character. He was doing a character of another character, you know, like
yeah,
and he was actually nominated for an Academy Award for that.
Yes,
a dude playing another dude or something.
He's a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
Yes.
You know, and. So the thing is that like, you know, was Tropic Thunder even okay? Tropic Thunder is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it.
It wasn't supposed to be okay, but it became okay because I guess the people that it would offend actually liked it as well. I think it goes back to the whole Speedy Gonzalez situation where, you know, the white savior complex is like, hey, you know what? Speedy Gonzalez is not okay. And then the Mexicans are like, no, we love him. Bring his ass back. You know, talking about that, I mean, should we not like the movie Selena because J-Lo was Puerto Rican portraying a Mexican person? You know, it goes back to that as well. So I think Fisher Stevens doesn't have to apologize and should get a big pass for that.
I mean,
you know, if you
know that, go ahead.
If
Jay,
you kind of look at Tropic Thunder as like a satire, then it totally makes sense where he should play that character, you know, because he's commenting on the whitewashing of a lot of like characters of color, you know?
Yeah, in fact, I was just going to say that. I'm like, I think the reason why no one really brings up Kirk Lazarus, the white guy dressed up as a black guy, is because there were all these fake commercials of him doing all these like super what's the term for method like acting roles where he just delves so deep into the role. Like, remember he had that there's like a weird one where him and Tobey Maguire are like monks. You know what I mean?
Like gay monks or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I think because of satire that around that, like he's like, oh, of course this guy's dressed up as a black dude. It's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? But it was just so good that I don't think like anyone cared after that.
Yeah, I mean the movie's just so funny.
Yeah, it's true. It's true because it's played for its ridiculousness, and I think that's part of what gives it a pass. I think the difference in Short Circuit is that Benjamin Jabatuya, without, because they ask him, he's like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "Well, I'm from Milwaukee. Why?" You know, and he's like, oh, "Okay, well, you sound weird, buddy." You know what I mean? Like, I think. You know, they wanted to have an engineer from another country, like Peter said, but they didn't really want to offend anybody by saying it's an engineer from another country. He's just a dude with a very strange Midwestern accent, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, movies in the 1980s, as far as like ethnicities, it's mostly like blacks and whites, and then everything else was kind of sprinkled in. And then you have Fisher Stevens playing an Indian character, and like I think their logic was, I don't know if people will understand, you know, like his culture or whatever, so they have to kind of, you know, they ease those characters in with white characters playing what they think or what Hollywood thinks those characters should be.
You know, that's a great point, Jay. I wonder what the American census would have said about the Indian population in America at that time.
There wasn't enough tech jobs at the time, so it was a little bit different back then. I mean, going back, I would say even a decade before Short Circuit. I mean, if people are losing their minds over Fisher Stevens, imagine Blazing Saddles. Have you guys seen that movie? I think you guys have. So, I mean, imagine Blazing Saddles in today's day and age. I mean, I think people's heads would explode. I mean, I'd be laughing, but their heads would explode.
Juan, you laugh very loud, so I thought you had a very voracious point to make.
No, I don't think I can make any jokes about Blazing Saddles.
Because it was a good movie.
That and it wouldn't fly.
Well, I mean, Blazing Saddles, Caddyshack, Animal House, like all of those like movies that are designed to be like risque, like in and of themselves, like. I feel like, yes, like we all know that Blazing Saddles had tons of racist jokes, had tons of like pointed jokes about society, all kinds of stuff. But I think because we viewed it as a satire, like we knew we were going in to watch a funny movie, it kind of gets a pass. Like everyone gives it a side as they go by, but there's not really much they can touch on it because it walked in going, well, guys, this is a comedy. It involves all these people who are normally like comedic. You know, the director is Mel Brooks, like. Come on, like you know what you're walking into, and I know that like in today's society that doesn't fly. Even knowing you're gonna go buy tickets to go watch it, Dave Chappelle doesn't save you from being offended in the front row of his show. But like something like Short Circuit, like Benjamin Jab It To You, he's clearly a caricature of an Indian person, and like I feel like that because they didn't embrace it as satire. Well, they did, but I mean, like they called it. They said instead of just saying, "Yeah, he's a guy from India," like I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. Like instead of just letting it have an ambiguous, confusing background because they don't know anything about it, they just made him from Milwaukee. I don't know.
Well, I mean, his character isn't as bad as like, is it Mickey Rooney or Andy Rooney in Breakfast at Tiffany's?
Yes.
Yeah.
That horrible Japanese
big
guy with
Japanese
the Coke bottle glasses and the buck teeth and like that is
really?
That just is offensive, you know, like that is just terribly offensive because you know, I mean it's goofy, but I mean it's just I don't know, it's just insulting.
Well, yeah, and again, I think that's another one where it's just like, well, we could just like, well, could we not get a real Asian person to play this role? And thing number two, have you never met an Asian person before in your entire life?
Yeah,
like,
it was more of a cartoon of an Asian person as like with like Fisher Stevens, he kind of grounded this character and it's believable that this is a guy, you know, but like the Mickey Rooney's character from Breakfast, that's a cartoon.
Yeah, but you gotta also remember that was almost 10 years after World War II ended, so everyone's a little sour still at the Japanese. I mean, imagine 9/11, 10 years after 9/11, people are still pissed off at certain people or certain situations, you know? I mean, it doesn't give it a pass, but I mean, I think that kind of eased off the situation of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah,
a little.
Yeah, but I mean, with Breakfast at Tiffany's, I think that they were trying to write a character that was just kind of like funny, but then they made him so off the wall and goofy that it was just.
That guy was like, someone said, "You think we can get away with this?" And they were just like, "I don't know, man. Put that shit in there, see what happens."
You know, you remember the Revenge of the Nerds?
Dude, I'm literally looking
Robster
for.
Cross.
I'm looking for that guy right now. I think his name was Long Duck Dong or some shit like that.
No, Long Duck Dong was from 16 Candles.
Yeah, okay. But he's the same guy.
Classic.
He's probably the same guy, right?
They all look the same.
Yeah, well, hey. Peter, you Long Duck Dong? Hold on.
Hey, so if they were to remake Short Circuit nowadays, do you think they would cast a different race in that role?
No, there would be no race, no gender situations. It would all just be knock jokes and things that aren't really funny.
Well, I mean, I think.
Sorry, I was thinking out loud again.
I think everything would be recast. I think the robot would be recast as some sort of an ethnicity or gender.
Because even Johnny Five said some.
Like what? Hey, Laser Lips, your mama is a snowblower.
Who's write your letters?
Software, Stephanie. You know.
Hey, Laser Lips.
Yeah.
I say they remake Johnny Five and Mannequin.
Oh, Mannequin.
Oh, which Mannequin?
Both of
Because
them.
Mannequin 2 is better than Mannequin 1.
No, it's not.
Fight, motherfuckers.
Christy Swanson in part 2. I don't know. I can't go for that girl from Sex and the City. It's not my type.
Wait,
Oh,
that was her?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I've never seen Mannequin, so
Mannequin-
Just skip to part 2. I'm doing you a favor.
No, watch the first one. It has oh fuck, I don't remember. Jonathan. No, I don't
Jonathan
remember.
Lipnicki is in it. I feel like he's too young to have been in that
No,
movie.
God, who is the lady from Sex and the City?
Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, the other one.
Oh, I don't know. That's the only know.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kim Cattrall. Kim Cattrall.
Yeah.
So this guy, he builds this mannequin, and then with magic, she comes to life only in front of him, and he falls in love with her, and then hilarity ensues. It's
Who loves spell, man?
They make a profession out of building a mannequin, and like his pride and joy is building a mannequin for display.
Seen this movie, Mannequin?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was one of my favorite movies in the when I was growing up, and
although they do have the most stereotypical gay dude in the movie,
Hollywood,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
That's awesome.
Oh god, yeah. That's why they made a second one, because he had more screen time in the second one. That
is
some of the funny scenes that I remember is because again, he's the only one that sees her be a real person. There's like scenes where he's driving a moped and she's riding in the back, and then the camera pans out and it's this guy with a mannequin holding onto his waist.
It's basically this guy fell in love with Michigan J. Frog.
Those are some great cartoons, by the way. Oh, sweet Jesus, sweet Jesus. Yeah, but to agree, I agree with Peter that they would tone down Short Circuit so much after recasting and a rewriting that it wouldn't even be funny anymore. It wouldn't even be good. You know, I think what made it work was the risque jokes and just some of the absurd things that would happen. But none of those things would happen. Like this guy, like, you remember these robots, right? Were making military men drinks in the middle of the afternoon while they did a large presentation. He was like making this guy gin and tonic. And then he was like, all right, let's go blow some shit up with these robots, guys. So.
But also at the time when they made Short Circuit, like technology was really starting to take off. So like, a robot being hit by lightning and coming to life was plausible at the time, like
it's just how dumb America was. It's like, bro, we hit this microwave I hit this car with lightning, it might become alive.
I was gonna say, talking about more unacceptable things. Have you guys seen WWE lately?
No,
I haven't watched
we're all
in a
adults.
long time.
Oh, okay. Juan's an adult. That's the funniest joke I heard all day. I'll laugh later when I have time. But in WWE, when I was watching it, I would say around the Attitude Era, and I would say the Hulkamania era, it was hypersexualized. It was almost close to TVMA. Now, someone brought it to my attention that it's like TV-14. They got rid of a bunch of jokes. They got rid of a bunch of like, the divas, doing bra and panty matches. It's just like, oh no, they're one of us. They're wrestlers, and they do have a women's division, but they're more covered up, and we're gonna kind of pander WWE to children now, which it always was. But
you mean they don't have Mae West characters anymore?
They don't have what?
Mae West?
Mae West
died. Mae Young.
Mae Young. There you go,
dude. I have no clue. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I think, but they both died.
Yeah, they were pretty old when they were wrestling.
Well, yeah. So yeah, not acceptable anymore. It doesn't seem when it comes to WWE. And especially I tried to watch it one day and didn't have the same impact or entertainment value it once had. It was just all athleticism, nothing funny, nothing sexualized. Just it was pretty boring.
Nothing to whack off to.
It's like, man, it's just a bunch of dudes wrestling. This sucks. What am I watching this for?
I want to see some tits and ass.
It's like that South Park episode about wrestling.
Sweet Jesus, man. Sweet Jesus. Well,
one thing I wanted to say about Johnny Five is, remember in part 2 when he got his U.S. citizenship?
I do.
That may have pissed off a bunch of illegals because that guy did not even try. Well, he was born in America, technically, so he should have gotten his citizenship, ?
Yeah. Also, I think at the end of that movie, the black people claimed him because he was gold plated at the end.
I don't think a lot of illegals saw the second one because, it was in English.
Well, you also have to remember that in the second one, he meets that gang. He meets that gang and there's a bunch of Hispanic guys.
Los Locos.
Yeah, they're stealing radios and shit. It's fucking dope.
They need to make a third one.
Like, where's Johnny Five now? Johnny Five would be at a woke protest. That's where he'd be.
Johnny Five went downhill and is working as an animatronic in Disneyland now.
Shut the fuck up.
He's a love robot now.
He has his own OnlyFans. It's like Johnny Five brings women to life. That's what he does.
Hey, Laser Lips, subscribe.
Yeah, man, that's the absurdity I have for this week. Next week, we'll try and find some more absurd shit to talk about. Peter, thank you. Thank you very much for helping us figure out if it's even acceptable. Do you guys think it's problematic? I'm pretty sure it is. Juan, you have anything else to say before we end this segment?
Johnny Five is alive.
Hey, Laser Lips.
Your mother
I'll
was a
eventually buy that
snowblower.
T-shirt.
Hey, Laser Lips. It's funny. Hey, some of that stuff is great, man. Anyway,
it's hilarious, dude.
all right. I'll play you guys out.
And that was Does Not Compute with Piz and Jizz. Now,
Juan, I hope you're happy that we changed up the topic and we didn't beat you up so bad during the segment with Piz and Jizz. Does it make you feel better?
I still want to point out that he had been butthurt for so long because I wasn't texting him back, and he was texting the wrong Mexican.
Well, you don't know he was texting the wrong Mexican. He was texting the wrong person, Juan.
No,
texting the wrong person.
He probably just saw Juan on his phone, and he's like, "Hey, that's the Juan."
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, get over it already, all right?
No, I'm happy.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing. With that said, Juan, it's time for your second favorite part of the show.
Your mom?
The Gauntlet. Now, we have 2 more episodes left after this in this season. So
I don't know why we're doing the Gauntlet. We already know.
Yeah, so listen.
J1.
We're gonna keep playing.
I'm not done fucking you.
I'll tell you when I'm done. I'll give you permission to die.
Jay, normally when I get fucked over like this, at least I get a fucking bouquet of flowers and a thank you.
You'll get that when we're done.
You'll get that when I give you my permission to get it. But anyway, we left off the last gauntlet with Jay at 37 points, Juan at 7 points, and I'm at 14 points. There's no way we're going to catch up to Jay unless Jay is willing to make, some sudden death plays over here to say that he'll negate his points and he'll play thinking that he can beat us. He can, if Jay can get 10 points over the next 2 episodes, then he can claim it. But Jay, you want to take those odds? You want to take those chances?
No, I just want to win.
I just want to win. Fuck me. All right, cool. But anywho, so Juan, you still have the least amount of points, so that means you get to go first.
7.
Well, you got 18 through 26.
26.
All right. Track number 26. Would you like 3 seconds, 1 second, 3 seconds, or 5 seconds?
Just because I'm a dick, I would like to say 1 second.
All right. 1 second coming your way. You ready?
No, let's do 5 seconds.
No. 1 second. Okay, here we go. I'm kidding. You want 5 seconds? You want 5?
Yeah, I want 5.
All right, here it is. 5 seconds.
I know that.
I have no clue what that is.
Fuck. Play it again, please.
Here it is again. You got any clues?
Fuck, dude. I don't remember it, but let's go ahead and I'm gonna make shit up. End credits to Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
I disagree. I feel like it's the loading screen for some game.
I disagree as well.
Yeah.
What do you think it is,
I'm gonna
Jay?
be very pissed off because this sounded so familiar.
It's Wii Sports.
Hey, hold on. And the answer is Wii Sports. Jay has done it again.
How the fuck does he do that shit? I don't understand.
You don't understand what?
I
You don't understand what? Now, Juan, for the bonus point, can you name all the sports that you can play in Wii Sports?
Tennis.
Is that all the games you can play in Wii Sports?
Did I say I was done, motherfucker? Fuck. Tennis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Archery.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling. Fishing. Baseball. And I give up.
I think you said tennis.
Yes, I did.
I think you said golf.
No, I did not, but yes.
No, you didn't. Baseball,
I did.
boxing, and bowling. Archery is incorrect.
Really?
Yeah, no archery. Archery was a PlayStation Move.
Was it?
It was.
I disagree.
It was. Okay, well, you don't get the
Okay.
extra point because you missed golf.
Oh.
But anyway,
Can I get half a point?
you can get half of, you know what? I won't make we almost made it through the whole episode without a dick joke. So no, Juan, you can't get half of anything right now. All right, Juan. So that makes it my turn. And show tradition, you always choose which one I do. So you tell me. Got 8 through 25.
24.
24. I'm going to do 1 second because why not? Here it is. Oh, that's Sonic the Hedgehog. That's Sonic the Hedgehog. The green hill zone, if we have to get specific.
God fucking shit, I hate you sometimes.
Hold on here. And the answer, do you guys agree or disagree?
I agree.
I want to.
You want to hear it again? All right, I'll play it again. Here it is.
I want to disagree.
Okay.
I don't know what it is though.
That's fucking Sonic the Hedgehog for sure. There's no other. If it's not that, that's bullshit. Fuck this Gauntlet, Ozzy. I hate your guts, but I don't think that's. But this has to be fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. All right. The answer is Sonic the Hedgehog, and the name of the first stage for the extra point. It's the Green Hill Zone. That's the first one in every goddamn game. And I thank you. I got 6 points today in this gauntlet. I feel like I'm walking on fucking sunshine now. Walking on sunshine. 24. All right, Jay. That makes it your turn. What are we looking at? You got 18. Hold on. Let me double check here. You got 18 through 25.
I'll do 18.
18. 1 second, 3 seconds, or 5 seconds.
1 second.
1 second. Coming up. Here it is. I think I know what that is. But I can play it again or I can extend the length.
Can you play it one more time?
Here it is.
I don't know. I want to say Legend of Zelda.
That is correct.
Yeah. But I think we had a Zelda guy on here already.
Yes, we did.
So I don't know if that's Zelda anymore.
We also
But
had
I
a
agree.
Sonic one.
No, well, we had a Zelda sound. Okay, I think we had a Zelda sound in the pity fuck. I don't think we had a Zelda thing here. So I agree that this is Zelda. I agree. I concur. Juan, you think it's Zelda?
I agree.
I'll just say Zelda.
All right, and the answer is Stardew Valley.
What's that?
Stardew Valley.
Is that Zelda?
It's not Zelda. And Jay, for the extra point, how many developers created Stardew Valley?
3.
1.
The answer is 1. Double extra credit if you can tell me the guy's name.
Pepito Lopez.
I don't know.
Well, his name is Eric Barwin. Barwin? That's his name. But there was one developer. So, Jay, you may not have got the point, but you get 1 point. They are 38 points now.
No, I have 39.
Juan?
I have 39 because I got Wii Sports.
Oh, that's fucking right. Sorry. Damn it. I'm trying to give you less points. That's the... All right, Juan. You know what this means.
I get the pity fuck.
You get to get fucked by pity. You get fucked by pity. And you can choose 1, 2, 3 through 8.
3.
3. All right. Are you ready? Here it comes. You ready, Juan?
Ready.
Fuck. I just played a game where this sound was in it, and I can't remember to save my life what the fuck it is.
Can you play it again?
Here it is. One more time. Oh, well, I hate myself because I know it, but I don't know the name of it.
I know it.
Mario Party.
No, that's not it. That's not it at all. That's not it at all.
Do you want to know what it is?
Yes.
I don't want him to tell me because I'm going to feel stupid because I fucking know it.
You are going to be so mad. It's from Zelda.
Oh my God. It is from Zelda. Yes. It's when he gets shit.
Yeah.
It's when he gets shit from Zelda.
When he gets anything.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's The Legend of Zelda get item sound effect. God damn it, man. Fuck. I feel so stupid.
You are.
I feel so fucking stupid. You know, it doesn't sound like that anymore in Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Well, no, because they don't have that sound in there.
No, but it's but when I played the remake, the Legend of Zelda wherever he's on that fucking island, he wakes up on that island. They did the remake for the Switch.
Oh, Link's Awakening.
Yeah, they had that sound in there.
But you know what? I think when Link gets the Master Sword in Breath of the Wild, it makes that sound or that.
Oh man, maybe I have to play Breath of the Wild again. But anyway,
well, just YouTube that clip.
That's also true. Well, I kind of wanted to play again. Breath of the Wild was fun. Well, shit, dude. God damn it. I feel so stupid for not getting that one.
You are.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right. So Juan, that brings us to your third favorite part of the show, where we talk about how many points everyone has, and then we get ready to close it out. So as we close this show, Juan, you didn't gain any points, so you're still at 7.
No, I'm at like 10, dude.
I have 20 points. And Jay has 39 points, so I literally have...
if I was making up the points, yeah, I would have 20 points too.
All right, Juan. So, are you done? You finish? You complete? Are you over it?
Sure, but I have like 300 points, and you guys cheated.
Okay, well, that's good to hear, Juan. I'm glad. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Do you think pretty privilege exists? Have you ever been impacted by it?
Every day.
Do you know the creepy guy?
I get free shit.
Did you sign up for Temu? Do you think the yellow Wolverine suit is the way to go? Tell us. We want to know. Juan, do your thing.
Hey, folks, don't forget to rate and review us on iTunes. That's how we climb up the charts. Also connect with us on our website at INCYCSHOW.com. We're on all social medias, including Threads. Email us some of your suggestions or comments at INCYCShow@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail in the links in the show notes. Or if you don't read the show notes like the rest of us, go to www.anchor.fm/INCYCShow. And we also have merch in partnership with LindaMyra.com. Get your very own I'm Not Crying, You're Crying shirt in the link in the show notes below. I believe even Peter ordered a shirt. Have you? That's it, guys. Have a good night. Fuck you, Jay, and fuck you, Sean, with your pity points.
Well, thank you, Juan. And good night, everybody. Yeah, good night.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, jeez, Cartman.